All right, puck drop there from Sasquatch to get this one going. Oh, all right. I apologize if anyone didn't hear much of that. We've been fighting through a few technical difficulties here, but hopefully everything up and running as we get ready to play. Collins in there to take the draw, flanked by Cahill and Shear. Comes back to Winterbottom on defense. He'll try and force that one up through onto the stick of Shear. He'll backhand that one towards the corner. It'll be picked off and sent back out across center towards the stick of Francis. Carried in now. Shot offered up there from the low post area, and that'll be smothered by Heath Bear in goal for the Bees. Draw here to come to the right-hand side of the Bees goaltender. Push towards the wall there by Bachman. Chased down. Backhanded in deep now by Johnson. Chase given behind. That one gathered in behind the net by Stevens. He'll try and clear. Unable to do so. A spinning shot there offered up by Johnson, and now down below. From the point, a shot from Sullivan careens wide. Down below now, this one forward on. It'll be chased down. Chavez for the Bees. This one comes out now to the stick of Logan John. Forwards it on. Off the boards there by Olsen. Onto the stick of Bachman, and now over to LaHillier. LaHillier settles that one. He was looking for Bachman back door, unable to find anything. It'll float it on its way out to the point there. Hughes does a good job to keep that one in. Feeds on to the stick of Bachman, and he'll put that one in. Good offensive zone, sustained pressure there from the Shamrocks team. Kept it in out wide and able to put that one in the net. This one now carried back, picked up by Lemry near his own net. And brought on forward on the stick of Bricks. He'll fire that shot. Careens wide to the far side. Picked up down low by Wiljanin, trying to feed towards the slot there. Able to come away with it are the Bees, and we'll have a stoppage back down by the net. One kicked out to the point in the direction of Lucas. He'll give chase to that one all the way back down, and clearing effort now near side. Bricks will go to pick that one up. Feeds across center. They're able to bounce it off the stick of Lemry, but kicked back in. Now curling with it, Fosnot. He'll have to retreat back out into neutral ice. Scrap for it there. Good effort coming from Cook to hold that in. Back on his feet now. He'll carry that one far side. Lining him up on that one was LaForge. Separates him from the puck, and now Shamrocks will go for a change. Good effort there on the stick of Moore to hold that one in. He'll push into the corner there towards Richardson. This one now carried out with some speed down the ice, forced behind the net. Retreating to the corner, trying to find someone out at the top of the zone there to intercept. It was McLaughlin. He'll carry this one in. Got him behind. A little bit of pressure there from the defenseman, but able to get that one towards the net. Loose puck and finding a way in. Good effort there from Bieberitz on the backside. McLaughlin carried that one down and didn't give up on the rebound. Able to come through and pick that one up for a quick 2-goal lead here. 16:56 in the period. Center ice draw there. One back deep into the B zone where Morch will gather in, wraps that one around, reaching to keep that one in at the blue line there was Francis. This time again, that one will bounce right off the chest of McLaughlin. Trying to carry that one in, and he'll find that one right up over the shoulder of Bear. It's a pretty low percentage shot location there, but does a good job to pick out that nice little corner open net over the glove side shoulder. Defense gave him enough time to get it right where he wanted, walking along the goal line, and took advantage. Off the draw here, this one again headed back towards the Sun Prairie end, but now carried on by Kneiper. Along the wall there, taking a hit was Shear. As turning and attempting to push out to the point there was Knight, but nothing going as Collins picks that one off in the center of his own zone. Carries on down now along the goal line, trying to feed that one out in front, and did so onto the forehand to Shear. But in a little bit too tight, and able to get on top of that one was Bear. 16:07 remaining here in the first period of play. Shamrocks with a 3-0 lead on the scoreboard, leading the shots department 7-1 as we'll get an offensive zone draw here. Collins in to take it. He'll send that one back out towards the point. One-timer off the boards with Sullivan. Careens wide and picked up by Olsen. Olsen carries down. Finds that to the stick of Collins, who backhands out in front, looking to center it. Tripped up was Fosnot, and wrapping back around to put that in was Cahill. Able to chip that one out towards center ice, but gathered in off the shin pads by Olsen. Cahill turns forwards on. Collins trying to calm down that bouncing puck, and they'll give him enough room to do so. As coming through the middle was LaHillier. Good job there by the Bees to bounce that one up and over. Collins, good job to forward that one on towards Olsen. Just enough time to chip it up. Trying to feed towards Johnson. And now far side, gathered in. Surveying was Bachman. He was looking across for Johnson. This one will be picked off and carried on the other way by Chavez, who offers a shot from out near the blue line. Probably would have gone wide, but snapping it up in the glove was Lindemann. Down low, trying to get something started here again. Hughes for the Shamrocks. Backhands up towards Johnson. A little stutter step along the blue line. Does a good job there, effectively making some space, but try to push that through traffic. So coming through to help out there will be Bachman. We'll change the direction there, and a shot. Careens wide, picking it up on the backside. Bricks. And a one-timer from the point. That one off the stick of Hughes. Doesn't quite make it there. Traffic down below again as Bachman fights for possession. Backhands up the boards and out towards Will Jannon at the blue line. Now LaHillier finally gets it out to Will Jannon. That one in there, trying to redirect it with the skate. Effectively was Bachman, but it goes through the 5-hole and comes out the backside rather than into the net. Pause there from Will Jannon as he feeds across, looking in the direction of Cook, who's able to poke deep. And now just any effort to clear from the Bees. Icing waved off as it made its way through traffic near the Shamrocks bench. Curling around behind now. Chamberlain carries up into neutral ice, looking to feed that one towards the curling Cook. Does so. Bricks unable to tap that one through. But it'll stay in the zone with the help from Chamberlain. Lemery offers a shot. That one deflected up high, bouncing off the skate there of Bricks, and to hold it in at the point was Lucas. Now clearing effort here from LaForge, able to get it out towards center ice, but coming through to pick up the loose puck is Chamberlain. He's got a little bit of pressure on him. He'll backhand in the direction of Lucas. And now leave on for Lemery to gather in behind his own netminder. Surveys a little bit, pauses under pressure there from Kniper. Able to poke that one away was Chamberlain, and now retreating and regrouping. Stevens feeds up the board onto the stick of LaForge. LaForge makes a move to make one man miss there. Almost got the shot off, but Lucas able to dive down in front of that one. Now wraps around the boards, unable to get it past Morch at the point. His shot won't make it all the way there. Started with the attempted redirect from Kniper and then held on. Full five-man change for the Shamrocks. Able to regroup just in time to put a little bit of pressure on LaForge. He'll turn, offers a shot there from down low. Rebound came out right onto the stick of Stevens. Unable to do anything with it. They'll leave that for Chavez, who backhands far side and tapped deeper into the zone by Morch. Only man there, though, is Francis. He'll carry, at least so far, until he passes it on up in the direction of Moore. Trying to move along the boards there. Didn't quite work for him, but he'll recover in time to feed out to the point and onto the stick of Winterbottom. That one will go on net. Back out to the point now. Francis carries in another shot. Wrapped around far wide. We'll let this one come back out to Winterbottom at the point. He offers back door. Nobody there. But able to pick it up was Moore on the backside. He's harassed as he goes down below the net. And the puck will find its way just close enough to be snapped up by Bear. 12:03 remaining here in the first period of play. There's a flurry of Shamrocks goals to start it. They lead 3-0 at the moment. Draw there, tap back and onto the stick of McLaughlin, trying to force that one through, unable to do so. Trickles out towards neutral ice. On the stick of Logan John, he can't possess it, so it'll be Bieberitz to carry back in on the near side. Working down along the goal line, he'll take a shot there, and the puck will find its way to McLaughlin on the far side. Shot from the point there by Sullivan, wraps all the way around towards the stick of Olsen. He can't quite force that one through, but covering on defense there was Moore. He'll gather that in near the red line. Trying to push through there with brute force was Logan John for the Bees. Didn't have it, so there one sailed on him just a little bit high of the zone from the point. A bit of a regroup here as they cycle this one around neutral ice. Maintaining possession to get the change are the Sun Prairie Killer Bees, all to send it in and onto the stick of Sullivan. He'll survey for a moment, unable to get that one out as John was up top. That nearly counted as a shot there before Sullivan able to feed to McLaughlin. He read for a second to see who was with him, not finding anyone. He'll carry that one himself down around the net. Now shot there. He'll wrap around for a man out in front. Good job getting to the point there before Cahill could put that one home. Nice no-look backhand pass there from Sullivan, D to D, and a shot just to pin that one deep. Get a couple of fresh defensemen out on the ice for the Shamrocks. I'll come all the way back in. Icing waved off. Didn't have the distance anyway as Hughes sends it far side. This one back around. I'm going to come back to Hughes, hoping he has a little bit more success in clearing. That one redirected and wide of the net mouth. Goes to the corner. Shamrocks forwards coming back into the zone here a little bit more to help with the breakout. And that one will bounce up towards the stick of Collins. Collins not quite keeping it all the way through, but able to keep it in was Will Janin and poke it on down. He'll take that one off the chest there. Stays loose enough. He can just bury his way along the boards before he gets a little bit of help from Shear. Feeds to him down low. Little give and go along the goal line there. Tried to feed that one in, and looking for the lacrosse goal was Collins, but unable to get that anywhere productive. Carried on by Fosnoff the other way. He'll take that nice top of the circle's clapper and bounces off the palm of the netminder and carried on the other way. This one, Johnson now. He's got some speed and got a couple men with him. Curls around down behind the net, looking for that give and go that's been there, but on the change, nobody out at the point to feed it. He'll eat it down below. A little bit of assistance coming in there from Bachman, who feeds out towards the point in the direction of Will Janet. Now held in again by Lucas at the point. That one passed more down low. A little bit of play off the boards there. Sliding in from the far side was Shear, but smothered again by Bear. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the first. The scoring slowed down a bit here as everybody gets settled in. Early season exhibition game. Starting to feel the effects of a few months without quite as much ice time, I'm sure, already in this one as everybody gets settled in for the new season. That one there, chopped at by LaHillier and Corral. He tries to feed that one towards center, doesn't do so. Find the back pass there. Lucas able to get to it in time before it drifts out of the zone. LaHillier now taking some pressure from Chavez down low. He could come away with the puck. Surveys, looks near side towards the stick of Morch. He's finally able to clear and tap that one on in the direction of LaForge. A little bit of a challenge from LaHillier there, though not much by way of commitment, as that one goes to Chavez again on the far side before being tapped back out. Neutralized, handled by Stevens. Delayed offsides, waves off there as Lucas bounces that one off the stick of LaHillier and in deep. To give chase is Cook. He backhands out in front there, streaking in right off the bench was Lemry. Good effort, but quick snap of the glove there ended that one. Almost took advantage of the delayed entry caused by the line change. Offensive zone face-off here for the Shamrocks. Lemry will be in there to take it. He's got Bricks on one side with Cook on the other. Winterbottom and Francis, the two D-men for the home team. Bricks charged through, trying to take that one. Able to put that one on net there was Cook. Bounces all the way out. Pinching down was Winterbottom, and now the far side. A shot offered again by Francis. Held in by Bricks out towards the point. Shot back low by Lemry to maintain possession. LaForge trying to get that one up. And out of the zone. Shamrocks have done a good job here of controlling possession. They outscore 3-0, obviously. They've also outshot 16-4, at least in terms of what has been recorded on the scoreboard here at the Rec Center. We'll dump that one deep and go for the change as this one carried on out now by the Bees and chopped away by Bieberitz. Winterbottom will be the first man to it for the Shamrocks down below. He'll take some harassment. Now this one picked up by McLaughlin. Streaking through, makes a couple of moves through the defense. Good chip shot there with the backhand. Looks similar to scoring chance that happened earlier in the game, but not so much there. Delayed offsides as we wait for McLaughlin to clear. Done well there. That one wrapped around far side. Chipped out and onto the stick of Kniper. He'll work one-on-one against Olsen. Olsen's stick position well. Sends that one down low. Sullivan tried to backhand one through. Kniper able to feed up to the far side. Bieberitz will pinch him off of it. And now Sullivan forwards on to the stick of Moore, who carries across center ice. Now enters the offensive zone. He'll work down low. Pressure there from Morch. Does well. That one trickles on through. Not sure how nobody got a stick on it, but nobody did. It'll be carried on by Royer, I believe. As now McLaughlin back the other way, tries to elevate that one and does so, and technically finds the net, but not the one he was hoping for. And we'll get a stoppage as that one sails up and out of play. 6:03 in the first period of play here. Draw there, tied up. Collins trying to kick it through, but coming away from it was Chavez, who sends back to his defenseman. And now Collins picks up on the far side, and he'll send around looking, or at least hoping, to connect with Shear. Bit of a rugby scrum down in the corner there, and Royer will try and poke that one out, able to keep it in along the blue line there before getting toppled, and we'll have a delayed penalty upcoming here as that one resulted in the trip there as Hughes went down. Sixth man on the ice now for the Shamrocks. They'll wrap this one all the way around. Able to prevent a Bees touch on it there. Keep the puck live, and now enough of a touch to initiate the whistle. We'll have the first man advantage of the contest. Somewhat to the dismay of Bees, and with 5:17 remaining in the first, we'll see a power play for the home team. That one there, tap back towards Will Jannon. He'll feed over onto the stick of Bachman. Bachman now again picks up, surveys. He'll try a shot. That one made it all the way through. Rebound effort from Johnson. Picked up by LaHillier. Back out to Bachman at the point. No room, so he'll send it to LaHillier, who did. Little give and go play there. And from the middle there, almost got the one-timer, but a nice quick wrister. And after a little bit of pinballing around, trying to get that end over end, or on end puck, I should say, settle down as McLaughlin. He'll try the shot himself. Didn't quite make it through the fracas down low, and LaHillier and company will have to make an effort in the corner before Chavez can clear that one nearly the length of the ice. I should say the entire length of the ice. The length of the ice that remained. Will Jannon feeds on over for Bachman. Trying to feed that one up. He'll step around LaHillier, who's waiting there. Bachman curls behind. Made it through 3 of the 4 Bees present on the ice. A diving Will Jannon unable to corral that one. Just under a minute remaining, so just over a minute expired on the power play here for the Shamrocks. They'll try and get an offensive rush going here with some fresh legs. McLaughlin will be the one to start it. He carries across. Down low, feeding for the center there for LaHillier. Got a piece of it, but not enough. Too much traffic in the middle there to feed that one onto the stick of Cook, but able to corral it in was Lemry, who now feeds for Sullivan. Bobbled that one a little bit. They'll have to come back out and regroup to negate the offsides. Bricks feeds far side for Lemry. He'll bring this one into the zone. He's kept that speed going down. He'll act as the screen, and that one missed all of the netting. Up and out of play. Gotta keep your head on a swivel even at the concession stand. 19 seconds remaining on the power play here for the Shamrocks. 3:36 in this period of the contest. That one Lemry sends to the wall towards Bricks. He'll walk that one to the point, takes the shot there, elevated, had some space in the top of the net, but a little bit high, and bouncing puck will slip past Sullivan at the point, and he'll have to corral this one in again. Feeds on for Bricks. Bricks just going to take that one as Lemry waved him through. Full strength are the Bees. As this one comes out to the point and onto the stick of Moore. Moore walked that one in, had a little too much pressure in his face to get a shot off, but tapped it on net. Enough to make another effort anyway. Pitchforking that one was Chavez, and fresh out of the box now. The shot deflected up and into the netting. The penalty and the most recent shot offered up there by either Trevor Knight or Jack Royer. The roster I've got two number 24s, so I do apologize to whoever's name I don't pick to say for the rest of the game. That one there found metal off the stick of LaForge. And now fed out onto the point for Morch. Morch feeds back down towards the stick of Chavez. Chavez handled for a second, but lost possession as that one fed out, looking for Cahill. And the Bees will attempt to regroup. That one won't find anybody or be close enough to anybody. And it will go down for an icing. First one that I can recall in this contest. Collins, Cahill, and Shear, the 3 up front for the Shamrocks after the offensive zone face-off there. It'll come out to the point towards Chamberlain. He'll hold along the boards there. Lots of pressure and harassment before this one could be fed out and onto the stick of LaForge. He'll work alone, trying to find his way through Lucas. Does so enough to feed out to the point there, and a shot offered by Logan John, but picked up by Collins, heading the other way. One man to meet on the way back, and he got the shot off clean, just a little bit high and off the glass. Picking it up, come the other way will be Shear. Tight turn there to reverse direction was Chamberlain. He carried that one all the way in. Got to see the flexibility of the opposing goaltender and pick the puck up behind the net. Under 2 minutes now here to play. 3-0 still the lead. All that scoring came in about the first 5 minutes of the contest as this one chased down by Lucas. Sends across for Francis, looking near side towards the stick of Bachman. Well, Hillier stumbling his way through, managed to make it nearly all the way to the net. Didn't like the shot he had, so he'll carry around, fight for another attempt. That loose puck there, able to be picked up by Fosnot and forwarded onto the stick of John. The Winterbottom now collects, sends up, looking for Chamberlain. Winterbottom will come through, separates Chavez from the puck there. 1 minute remaining in the period as LaHillier picked that one off. He and Chamberlain, not quite sure who wanted to take it, but it'll be Chamberlain. And he'll elevate that one just a little bit too high. Streaking over to try and hold that one in was Francis, but bit of an on-end puck there, rolling a little bit too much to maintain the zone as Johnson will backhand that one in now. Played on from behind the net into the stick of Fosnot. Feeds across out towards center for Chavez. Picked off there by Lemry. He's walking the other way. He'll take the shot and just below the glove of the netminder. Always did love the little snapshot. Just enough of a retreat to look like he was going to try and make a move around that last defenseman, and then a quick crack of the wrist to zip one by with 28 seconds remaining in the period. One of those important things to remember, it's not always the speed of the shot itself, but the time from when it looks like you're going to shoot to when the puck gets there. And you can do a good job like Lemry just did there to not telegraph that you're shooting. Disguise it as that extra move, and before anybody knows you've decided to shoot, the puck's already in the back of the net. Icing there off the center ice draw. Took another 7 seconds off the clock, so 21 and a half remain here in the first as we bring this one down to the left-hand side of Lindemann. Down below there, pressure from Sniper, but able to carry it away was Will Jannon. Unable to clear, though, so he'll get it back. On the backside towards Cook. Cook looking to feed that one out, unable to get it past the efforts of Chavez. And now a shot there by Kniper as time expired to clear the 0 on the goal. And looks like we will have the good goal and time expired here on the first. So 3 Shamrocks goals in the first 5 minutes of the game. Nothing for the rest of the period. And in the last 30 seconds, 1-1. So 4-1 down the first. We'll take a step away here, get a clean sheet ice, and be back in a few moments.
16:39 remaining. A minute and 20 seconds gone on the Olsen penalty. And now the far side, Johnson carries that one across the blue line. Sauces it out in front, looking to connect with Bachman. He'll be able to collect this one in behind the net. Backhands out towards the point. Nobody there. They're playing off on the man down here as working in with some speed was Chavez there. Must have gotten all patched up after the high sticking. And this one out towards center, held by Stevens. Some pressure from Johnson. A bump there against Fosnot. As Chavez feeds that one across and now gets it back. Chavez looking far side, fed up towards John, and Lucas feeds out back across center ice. First 2 minutes of the Olsen penalty expired. So that means we've got 2 minutes remaining. Nothing showing on the board after the confusion there, but he's got a stopwatch so that he could sort it out. On the point now, shot off there by Stevens rather, goes wide, picked up near side by Fosnot, who feeds down below the net for John. Back out towards Stevens on the far side. That one will sneak past him, coming up out of the net is Bear. He'll feed near side on the stick of Fosnot. Really stretching the ice out there. Nice little quick move to hold that one. And the second offside called there. They're going to draw here in neutral ice. Going to take that one more. And slide back towards Stevens. Feeds from Birch back to Stevens as Bear is coming over. That one tipped up and out of play into the center for the bench area. Center ice draw here to ensue. Blue for the Shamrocks. And right there on the far side. That one tied up there. Puts him through the Dolphin. Able to tap that one around. Laughlin puck puts it up down low and offers the shot. Loose for a moment, but covered up by Bear. Typically, that recommend a shot from that angle down low, but it was McLaughlin early in the game and made it work up over the drive. Scoreboard corrected now. 54 seconds remaining on the penalty to Olsen as this one is held in the zone. Moore trying to feed that one towards McLaughlin in the center, who is audibly signaling his desire for it. Sliding shot there, offered up by John, but kicked aside by someone skates out in front. Hughes now feeds that one up, chopped that and set it down. Goes around the horn a bit before Knighton can pick it back up. Now that one swatted out by the hand of Hughes. Good job to knock that puck down. McLaughlin carries back the other way. He'll take that one low, backhand slows in, picked up his own rebound just to make sure that Bear had the skate tight against the post, which he in fact did for the save. 13-12 remaining in the second, with no goals in this period of the contest so far. 13 seconds on the Philippines power play. Olsen is released from the box. Lumberyan to take this one. He'll push towards the corner. First man on it there. Massajuski. Able to play that one out there with Forge. Pulls the puck and a man across center ice, and that one not quite liking the look of it. And the Minnesota will hang on to it. Olsen found the timing, so Livingston Olsen had 1 second left in actuality. If memory serves, it should be 13:58. He's released it. The clock is 13:59. Two-away man down for the draw here as Emery steps in. Across from Chavez. That one back to the corner for Winterbottom, who now had a man right out of the box. Tapping that through. Hughes now he'll pick that up off his shot out in front. And back from McLaughlin. And he'll pound that one home. Another Shamrocks goal. It's been done off the face-off and put in. And going from the Brooklyn, that seems to indicate that he's ready for one of those shots to find his way in the back of the net. And in fact, he did. Moore pokes that one ahead before wrapped around by a third feed. Got that down. Kniper tries to hold in, but he'll creep out in the neutral zone and on to the stick of Stevens. He backhands far side looking for Frostnot. And then he kicked back out center ice. We'll regroup again, starting with Stevens once more. Near side, missed his man. Picked up on the way through by Chamberlain. He sends back towards the center for Moore. Moore off of the backhand to the wrong side. Nothing there. That one down low. Bear taps back behind. Puts it on the stick and Kniper, who's moving with a little bit of speed through center. They'll pick that puck back up after the hit. Tries to make his way across the front of the net. Does it so. For the shot kick aside. This one, a foul off from the punt. Picked out by Beavis there. Looking for more near center. Can't find it, but here comes McLaughlin. With some speed down low. Puts one back in front. Rebound picked out. Moore was there. But Stevens was quicker. Chamberlain backs that one off the wall. Didn't like the shot. Feeds out for Beavis towards the point. Nice sliding effort there. He kicked that one aside. McLaughlin was looking for his man at the point. Didn't find him. So now he finds way over the stick of Frostnot. Carries across center and feeds up. On the stick of Chavez. Chavez looking to feed that one back across center. Spinning one-timer there. From Frostnot. Went nowhere. It would be corralled in, and now it's carried up by Moore. Passes on to the stick of Shear. Shear will carry in, but it'll come over to the near side. Beat that on his own and back up on the stick of John. John, a shot there, kicked aside by Chamberlain, and back out to center. Chavez, a shot near center, and Chamberlain looks like he wanted maybe some fresh legs in front of him, so he'll hang on to that. Let the Shamrocks finish. Getting some new personnel out there, some fresh D-legs. Collins took the progress in that one back towards Sullivan. Pauses for a moment, banks that one off the boards. Collins able to put some pressure on there, but not able to get to it. The puck gets sent back in deep. Sullivan chips up the boards in the direction of Prairie. Retreats away, sends far side. He's looking for Olsen. Olsen put some good pressure on there, but Logan John able to hold it in for the Bees. Delayed penalty coming here. That's what I think it'll be going. It's the home team. It'll go against Cahill there. Bit of a hit up high there. Call him on it. So, no penalty kill. Not counting for the home Shamrocks here. That one chipped ahead and all the way down by Johnson. Good effort. They'll handle that one behind his own net. Get it flattened out and passed off to Richardson. Richardson up to John. Down across to Chavez. Chavez will put that one deep. Comes around near side. Putting a hit down there with Sullivan. Pick it up to Johnson. Checks it. A little spin move here right along the wall there. Unable to make it past Richardson. And the shot on put out by John. Hillman able to chip that one through, but Chavez quickly with it. Then there's Johnson behind him. They'll separate him from the puck. Comes in, backhand offered up. Looking to make it past the stick side. Didn't do so. A saucer effort from behind. Picked off, and now Richardson to the near side. On the stick of John. John to Chavez. He'll stop there. Hillier just enough to keep an eye on him and force him to come down in the middle. And not only down the middle, but there's enough of a delay to try and one of his fellow line mates offside. So we'll have a neutral zone draw here. 1:05 remaining on the Cahill penalty. 9:53 in the second period of play. Collins to push his way through. Manages to tap that one along. Picks up far side. Walking back towards the net. Shot offered up seconds. The man advantage for the Bees, and we'll have the face-off in their offensive zone. The left-hand side of the Shamrocks netminder. And they're in there to take this one against LaForge. That one pushed out to the point. And a shot there offered from Richardson and swallowed up by Lindemann. Trying the same face-off on the opposite side. This time pushed towards the boards, and now after Richardson fell off of the shot, this time wide. And one real close to pick it up, trying to kill those final seconds off of the power play for the Bees, and the Bees held it not in the manner he had hoped, and instead of connecting with the man out of the box, that one will go all the way down for the icing call. Come back down, right-hand side of the Shamrocks net. Chavez and Lumley, the two centimeters, that one sent out to the point for the Bees. In front there, Chavez had that one lined up, good reaching stick from Bricks to knock that aside, and Cook gives chase, able to clear all the way down, and he played nearly goal to goal. Covering that one up was Chamberlain. And then Chavez to face off, feels like the fifth time in this shift, and Henry comes away with it on this one. He sends that one up over to Bricks near center ice, gets enough of a touch on it to have it going deep. Could be the only man to give chase. Defense seems fine letting him have it. Zip curl sends one back towards the net, ricochets off the backside and around the boards for Henry. Henry will spin around the move there, deflected by Cook, and it'll play wide. Henry not quite able to keep that one in the zone, so he'll hold, and kicking it away with Chavez. Get another face-off between those two. Stepping in there, Bricks trying to separate him from it. But Fosnight clears on ahead, diving after it on defense. Made by Francis, and now to the boards. Trying to scrub that one on through. Chavez will backhand that one out to the point. The shot off it up there. Finds its way cleanly into the bread basket. And Lindemann and held. Face off here, right-hand side. Chopped that. Trying to come around the far side of that one. Warrior, and now poked on. The ball point chops at it. And that one there. Trying to convince the coach to hold it on the bench. Is out of play, and not a lot of velocity, just enough to make sure he was paying attention. Same face-off as last time. Rushing in there, getting the Lansing both winners. Relieved of his duties as sniper, but successful in pulling that one back to the point. Was LaForge. Out in front now, Sullivan trying to clear a couple men out of there with help from Olsen. They keep the puck below the goal line, and that can do the least damage, at least momentarily, before that one can be pulled away by LaForge. LaForge smushed up against the boards there, but Olsen finished a little bit high, and a delayed penalty upcoming. Can't say I've ever seen the center ice linesman signal to the opposing goalie on a delayed penalty before, but didn't much matter as there was a stoppage before it could be effective. So that can call on Olsen. He'll find his way back to the sin bin. He spent a decent portion of this period there. Not that much of it. A little bit. So far, the Shamrocks penalty play, I should say, has been effective in mitigating any threat there. As McLaughlin able to chop that one across center all the way down. First man to be Stevens. He'll curl, try and buy some time, set Miller trying to work his way to the front. Good effort from him, and he'll take one from the bench. So the video saw after that as this one carried in by Chavez. Chavez pushed wide by Wiljannon before he threw the shot off. This one fed first point on the stick Stevens. Stevens look at the Chavez on the backside, connected cleanly, and Chavez a shot. But Chamberlain knocked that one down, and now McLaughlin back the other way. He's got the hood on the far side, but doesn't need him. He'll put that one in short-handed on the stick side post. The hood coming down the far side just enough to make the defense in the net-minded cheat. If I'm not mistaken, that'll be the hat trick there for McLaughlin on the night. Just over half of the penalty to Olsen has expired. 59 seconds remain on that as this one pushed forward into the zone by Collins. Satisfied to play the point on the diamond and let them make a decision as Collins. As that one goes far side, down to the stick. And John, who gets taken out as he entered the zone, and we'll have another penalty upcoming here. This will be a tripping. I guess it's going to go against debate over who it's going against between the officiating crew, but it will be Ben Hughes. So for 33 seconds now, 5-on-3 in favor of the visiting Killer Bees. Johnson, Wiljannon, and Hill, they're the trio out there for Shamrocks, is looking back there with that one. Baker trying to feed that one again back there, but fanning on the one-timer is John, and now corralled out near the blue line is sent in deep again. But this time, Wiljannon to it. We got enough altitude on that puck to send it all the way down. It'll be played on by Bear. The Hillier there to attempt to slowly advance the puck. Does so successfully. Just for a moment, just as Olsen is released from the box. The Hillier looked to connect with him on it, but perhaps a little too serendipitous. And Pucker took it all down to be carried on back. 5-on-4 now for another minute at this point. And that one cleared the long way by Bachman. Bachman, the first man, to put some deep pressure on that one there. Try to cross out, but nobody to connect with. But all the way down, I some really confident say Olsen had a chance at it, and he did, and he will, and he'll send it back all the way to the other end of the ice. Two touches and about 415 feet of travel for the puck there as the penalty continues to click down. Sent in deep again by Olsen. Out of the net zone with this one now, Richardson with 13 seconds left on the man advantage. Tries to work his way through Sullivan and Olsen, unable to do so. He'll pick it up again though, but perhaps a little bit of wonky ice there. Held him up and a shot offered. To the point, the one-timer redirected just wide by Sullivan. Calls that one with the glove, trying to get it clear as the Shamrocks return to full strength. Laughlin comes across, puts the hit on there, but able to feed the puck through in the direction of the net. Puck is snapped out of the Bees. So we'll get a stoppage here. Full strength is everyone for the first time in a while. 3:26 remaining in period number 2. And they're sent back by Moore. And the bounce for ahead. There's Chamberlain. Down below, looking to get something started. Flipped it over the flipper there. There's Chavez, but they'll send it back around for Sniper. shot off and then kicked wide far side. First man to it, Cahill feeds up towards Miller, but held in at center ice by Milch. Lucas now a shot from the blue line. And a pitch well framed by Bear for the stoppage. To the lane, the second period, and that puck drops and finds its way to the Shamrocks point for Winterbottom. And now on the near side, Francis a shot. That one hit goaltender Brad. Traffic there, stealing the view, but sound similar mistake at the goal, and the similar mistake that sound whistle signifying that goaltender secured the puck. That one back to Stevens, wrapped around, looking far side in the direction of John, who had managed perfectly Winterbottom, but Winterbottom takes the man, and enough time. He'll start to break out up there, looking for Cahill. Put Hill in the line. And Bees. Down there, wrap around, feeding the other direction. Francis trying to feed that one into neutral ice. Winterbottom will come through, but again, Richardson equal to the task and he'll put that one deep. Shear along the boards. Takes a hit there. And now it'll be Cahill to tie up with John on the far side. Cahill manages to backhand that one away in the direction of Francis, who had enough room to feed up in the direction of Shear. 1 minute remaining in the second period of play as this one carried across center by Mata. And now cleared by the Shamrocks. In pursuit there, Collins with the able to keep the puck in after the swinging hack. Feeds out in front for Johnson. Johnson, a nice move while in reverse there to get a shot off, but equally the task with Bear. He'll now tie up down low. Going to feed to the Ridge Cannon on the far point. Now pressure in his face, decided wasn't time. He'll give his teammates a change as retreating as used. Back to Ridge Cannon, who wrapped this one around. Just 18 seconds remaining in the period as Mata fails to hold that one in, and now sending it deep with 10 seconds remaining into the forge. All parties appear somewhat content with the status quo and will let the final 3 seconds here expire and head to the locker room for a breath and give themselves a fresh sheet of ice. Another 20 minutes in the books, 6-1 the lead for the home Shamrocks here with the Prairie Prairie trailing. In the period, shot totals 37-17, also in favor of the home Shamrocks. Take about a 12-minute break here to have some ice activities and Jefferson will be back with the third and final period of the contest, just as soon as that has concluded. start for the Shamrocks out there. It'll be Bachman flanked by Johnson and Mazzillion. Pass from in, Chavez in to take the draw. Fosnot and Mott. Stevens on defense there. Passes that one back to the center ice, but picking up there Olsen for the Shamrocks. He'll rocket one again, come down low, and far side Sullivan holds in, sends towards the net again. That one bouncing well off the end boards and skating across the fresh ice as picking it up down low was Bachman. Mazzillion trying to find somewhere to go with it. He'll find Johnson. Johnson feeding across the center, looking in the direction of Bachman and unable to connect on that. So now down low, wrap around, far side. Stevens picked off by Mazzillion, just enough room to move up and take a shot, and that one swallowed up dead center in the chest. The netminder. Does look like they've had a change in goal for the Bees. Long Davis nuttering in now. And that one tapped forward, and they'll give chase. Comes out to the point, and the stick of Hughes who offers that one. Picked up on the far side now. Brett's come across, using the bottom to separate there. With a little bit of help from Hughes. Comes near side. On the stick of Cook. Cook can't clear the shot there. Came from Kniper and pushed aside. Carried in by Cook. And kept in once again. No Gannon, far side. Edge to Beck's Timely out in front for Cook again. And that one covered by Miller. Offensive zone face-off here to come to the right-hand side of the Phillies net minor. That one chopped by Moore and picked up by the Bees. Fed down Moore. Moore again trying to feed for Bunovitz. Unable to get it onto him now. Looking across. Chavez. He's got a man far side and Fosnot able to gather in just before the net there, but keeping it out as Lindemann regroups on ice now for the visiting Bees. Hughes far side. Let's look at Will Janning. Will Janning looking to elevate that one. Couldn't quite be brought down by Richardson near center. And bounce off of something to be picked up by Moore. Trying to clear via the glass with Hughes there. That one stopped by a little bit of help from Moore. Now carried ahead by McLaughlin. McLaughlin eyed one up there. Took the side. Now down low. Moore battling for it, but it will be Richardson on the far side, looking for somewhere to go. Tries up the board, but going to successfully clear. That one tapped ahead. John able to get to it though with some pressure following by Hughes. Will Janning will carry this one out himself as the Shamrock forwards go for a change. He'll take the zone on the near side and camp out up top. Waiting for men to get in position as he sent that one through, attempting to redirect there with Cahill and holding well on the far side. Shear. Trying to carry that one through center was Collins, and now Cahill looking for somewhere to go with it. Hassled a bit, but able to muscle his way through. That one stopped up in the skates of Stevens and almost provided a nice tee shot for Shear. Roy carrying that one on. He'll try the shot there. Kicks out. Big rebound there. Juicy rebound out in front. Sent away by Collins. A nice little kick up to Collins from Cahill. He'll carry into neutral ice and then working his way across. That one there, stumbling, bumbling, loosened up, and a rocket from Johnson up towards the top, trying to take advantage of the discombobulated netminder. Chavez feeds onto the stick of Fosnot. Fosnot across center now. Back to Chavez. Into the bottom there to work defensively. Loose puck picked up by LaVillier. He'll to side to skate through. This is one coming right down the middle. Defense to the near side. Looking for man back there. Out in front. Nice big rebound picked out. And trailing in just the right spot there was Bachman. To slide that one past. Good patience from LaVillier on the skate down. And as good a positioning as you can ask for from Bachman. Back to center ice here. Emery ties up for a minute. Chasing that one down along the far boards. There's Francis. Gather that puck in again. Surveys. Looking for someone to go. Kicked aside by Fosnot. So icing it is not. As pressure from Cook there. Loosens that puck up. Comes out to Fosnot. Held in by Brooks, at least on the first effort. Now Fosnot able to put it out in the cross. Shot there from Fosnot. Cleans wide on the far side. Held in along the boards by Richardson. Francis into the backhand. That one into the offensive zone. And a high stick called. That one moves the cross out of the air. And ourselves a face-off in the zone here. Somebody night there against Emery. Chopped towards the boards successfully, but held in at the point by Sullivan. Giving chase for that one, Cook. And on the second attempt, Olsen able to hold in. The continuing give and go down low is Brooks to Cook, but putting that one up and sending it the other way was LaForge. Icing waved off as Sullivan corrals it in. Pressure coming in the form of John, and now Sullivan will carry this one himself across center. Off with the shot there, a little bit too stiff for the glove of Nolan, and able to be held in on the far side. Sullivan will pinch down on that one again, and they'll chip it past him up the boards. Picked up by McLaughlin there. Fresh legs just entered the playing surface. Puck fired up to Lemon. Lemon tries to make a move through the legs, does so. Got the chip shot up, but couldn't quite find that little magic corner and paid it. And then along the blue line there, chops it up, put the forward in to grab it down. Picked off far side now by Hughes. Hughes trying to carry ahead. But again, John carries deep into the zone. This picks up far side, feeds across, picked off there by LaForge. They'll carry it around. Shear fires towards center once again. Crossing the blue line, into the middle of the surface. It's Stevens, separated from the puck now. Backhand from Jan in the direction of McLaughlin. McLaughlin chips up the boards, able to pick that one up and carry it on now. Hughes. Hughes goes to make a move around the red line, can't quite do it. So with the backhand, the assist, and send that one in deep. Hughes there with pressure, sends it the boards. McLaughlin, good job to step in front of that one. He'll walk that one on net. And snapped up by Nolan. 12:34 remaining in the contest. 7-1 lead for the home team. Off the draw there, handled by Moore. He'll take the shot himself. And loose puck for a moment. Snapped at by Bublitz before he was finally escorted out of the crease. To reset for the face-off once again. A bit of a pause. Some goaltender equipment situated. Now we're ready to go. And Chavez. Chavez is precisely showing special interest in how it officially gets scored on the card, it would seem. There will be an additional minor assessed to McLaughlin. I don't know if that's for the encroachment upon the goaltender. Minor as though it was, that some could argue existed prior to the fisticuffs. So it will be a penalty kill for the Shamrocks here for 2 minutes. And that one goes across, chased down by Chamberlain, who now sends in deep. Touched up there, but icing would have been non-existent due to the man advantage anyway. As this one up the near side, coming over to help out with that one was Johnson, and now picking it up and going the other way is Bachman. Bachman backhands across for Johnson. Johnson, a shot there, but sliding. The puck was a bit errant anyway. It was Noe to kick aside, and now Chavez comes in. He backhands, looking for the saucer out in front. Stuck up and then glove down by Bachman, who feeds all the way deep again. Milch will pick up behind his own net. A little bit of pressure from Bachman coming back in, and now pressure from Lemley. Manages to tap that one away, and Bachman will pick it up. Bachman looking for the backhand out towards center. That one intercepted. And now carried forward again by Chavez. Chavez hassled successfully by Lemley. Gives chase now towards the corner. They'll tie up for a moment. Lemley manages to keep the puck loose. Bachman comes in. I should say Collins, now fresh off the bench, comes in. Playing a little bit of keep away from Lemley down there. Chavez and Richardson. Chavez passes to Richardson and Milch, I should say. And Milch says, no, Chavez, you quarterback this one. And I'll go all the way down. Just enough of a touch to negate the icing. Winter bottom, the feet all the way up. That one snuck underneath the skates of him. Disappointed looking. Blackburn all the way down. 18 seconds remaining on the Bees power play. Not a lot of offensive pressure to show for it thus far, but they'll try again. As Sniper able to push that one past him in. Winterbottom coming over to put the pressure on. Separates him from the puck. Successfully, they'll tie up down low. Again, that little bit of a squeeze play put on here to expire the last few seconds. For the strength are the Shamrocks. At least for the moment. And now, come away with it on this one. Collins. He's got Lemley with him, and on the far side, Johnson. Johnson calling out some formations here as Collins brings that down, passes on to Johnson. Johnson, a backhand out in front. And then had that been his forehand, he'd have had one on the wide side somewhat easily. He left it with the backhand nonetheless, almost stuck it through the 5-hole, but none of the balls on top and a little bit of stoppage. Face off to ensue. Bachman off the guard, feeds right on this to John. John tries to clear. Gets some help from Moyer. Now back on his stick. Working against Sullivan. Sullivan, good job to take away the middle of the ice. And the puck goes dead. Something in the man called up from the official there. But as is tradition, error on the side of caution. This Brown out in front. Chop that by John. This puck. And now Milch comes from the backside to put it in. Picks up. Comes across the ice. He got Lemon with him. But he passes back to Bricks. Trailing loose. Puck backside. And the backhand from Cook there. One all the way behind the netminder. Wide across the mouth now as Lemon tries to bring that one back in. Tried to hit him with the changeup there. Somewhat unsuccessfully. And now Chavez will wrap around far side. Looking for somewhere to go with it. First one, two will be Bricks. Lemon with enough time to turn that one on the forehand. And that one loose. Perhaps not quite enough time to pick an open slice of net. Bricks will take the draw on this side, looking against Sniper. And stand corrected, Lemon resume the ceremony. Perhaps by the official's decision, as that one chopped back on this to the cross knot and cruise all the way down with that high and pitchfork action. First man to it will jam him under some pressure from Chavez. Now backhands off the block. Ball down there by the forge. That will pick up, looks far side for Bricks. Connects, Bricks, and taps that one in deep to get around the pressure. Another one coming out of the net now. Wraps around, signaling through the cross knot was the forge. Neither one seemed to want it, but the forge will be the man on the far side. Gets squeezed off there by Bricks. Puck tickles out to near center. Backhanded by Hughes across down to the stick of Lemley. Lemley carries it near side. He'll work his way down out of the net. Finds the shot, but doesn't take it. Feeds out in front for Cook. And they both go do battle behind the net there. Cook trying to feed out in front again. He has Collins in the crease. Fans on a couple before sending perhaps a little too hot to Chamberlain. Able to recover. Comes back over to Collins. Collins up to the point for Lucas. Lucas didn't like it. So back over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain will take the shot and catch the stick of Chavez up and out of play. Lead somewhat secure for the Shamrocks. Don't know if it was intentional, but some decent work done on the passing plays in the offensive zone there as Collins tries to push that one on net. Far side Moore. Music playing a little bit in. I think there was some action over in the scorer's box as the two members of the fight from earlier exchanged equipment. Perhaps they were getting the wrong gloves at the time, but some carry ahead there. Met by Lucas before that one sent back on by not scheduled next weekend, but they are home again November 7th and 8th. Both those games at 7 p.m. Take on Portage Lake and Sun Prairie. This seems in Prairie team, but make it count for the third season. Watch behind, now Lumley picks that one off, trying to get it out of danger's way, and does so. Sullivan even cleared across center, looks in the direction of the stick of Cook, who taps along, but picked up by Fossmont. The offside's cleared, and the Forge walks on it down again. I should say John. Motto, shot down low, cleared out. John a shot. minutes to go, 2:53 here in the game. Some discussions with the official. There was some desire from the Prairie bench for there to be an infraction that resulted in that injury, but explanations given, and whether they enjoy it or not, they move on. This one carried ahead now by Bachman on in, feeds across for the hill, shoots up for that glove side, unable to get there, out towards the point, and slaps out one time. Some piece of equipment went flying, but coming back in the other direction tonight, but he'll move in and shred the side, and we're going to stoppage as careening into the net there was Francis, putting up a good effort there on defense. So we'll put the goal page back on its morning. Let's get everybody on the same page about where the face-off is going to come from and tee up for it. Bachman comes away with that one, but not cleanly, so Hillier will come through and help him clean it up. Hillier having a little bit of his own struggles there near center ice, managed to corral it long enough to send it in deep. Johnson will be the one to get chased and come up towards the Hillier to hold. Under pressure from Frostnut, and now that'll clear. Now icing, and Will Jannon will get the puck from the mid, instead it'll be Johnson. Johnson feeds across, looking for the Hughes. Hughes manages to get it into neutral ice, but we got back on by LaForge, who's hassled, and now Kniper looking back door for John Hammond there, but his stick was a little bit occupied. Stepping into that one was Johnson, and the puck sails through. Unable to corral was Bachman, far side. Cahill, out a piece of it for a second there, and now carried in by LaForge, looking up the center, and a backhand rocket from Richardson came in from defense. There's a little tap up and over the shoulder. Chamberlain here with 94 seconds left in the contest. So, pull it within 4. This one comes up, shot there off left, put the good, and now called up into the flying pole. Lindemann. They'll step in for the draw on this one. Goes to the wall. Olsen, first man to it. Tries to backhand up the boards. Held in by Richardson and off point. This one again. Growlers. Far side for Sullivan. Sullivan, the backhand find. Is playing keep away here. Olsen sees the legs. And Sullivan again. Sullivan now up the wall. Up there. It's from Moore. Moore come in. Will come on 3-on-2. The trailing Kniper. Looking for Bieberts in front. 1 minute remaining in the game. As Moore gets chased out of the corner with that one. And a call coming here against Moore as he alludes to the defenseman of his stick in a downward motion. So I think a slash in the initial call. And with only a minute left, just let Moore hit the showers. 10th on some additional time to throw a swing there at the end. 54 seconds as Bibitz puts that one on the stick of McLaughlin, who steps up, and that one just a bit outside. And the possession area. Bibitz on the draw again there. This one, however, taken back and around the horn on the stick of Richardson. Richardson towards center. Pushes that one forward. 40 seconds remaining. As Mackey looks to add a second goal, but unable to get that one all the way to the net. Off the blue line there, a little bit wide. Bibitz a get there, but not enough for possession. And a penalty upcoming. So we're going against Sullivan. So for the final 24 seconds of the contest. We'll be a 5-on-3 power play. Johnson will send that one back, wrapped around by Hughes, held in at the point by Richardson. Shot off and up for the far side. Johnson now going to take this one with 10 seconds left across center ice into the offensive zone. Makes a spin around the back and knocked aside by Nunley, and that will do it. 7-3 the final score. After the numbers you expect from an Iowa football game. That'll do it for this one again. Off next weekend, back at home the following 7th and 8th for the Shamrocks. And final score 7-3.